More than 1,400 men disappeared beneath the freezing waters of the North Atlantic in less than 10 minutes. Fathers, sons, brothers, almost an entire generation of sailors was lost in a single morning. Only 3 men survived to tell the story. Behind one of the greatest naval disasters in British history stood a man whose name is rarely remembered today. Fleet Admiral Gunther Lütjens. To some, he was a disciplined naval commander who obeyed every order without hesitation. To others, he became one of the most feared faces of Germany's naval war. But who was Gunther Lütjens? Was he simply a loyal officer carrying out his duty, or did his decisions help shape one of the darkest chapters of the Battle of the Atlantic? Long before the world associated his name with the battleship Bismarck, Lütjens had already demonstrated the striking power of Germany's surface fleet. During Operation Berlin in early 1941, the battlecruisers Scharnhorst and Gneisenau sailed across the Atlantic under his command, hunting Allied merchant shipping. More than 20 merchant vessels were sunk. These were not merely ships carrying cargo. They transported food for civilians, fuel for cities, medical supplies for soldiers. Every ship that disappeared beneath the waves represented families waiting at home for loved ones who would never return. Then came May 1941. Commanding Operation Rheinebung, Lütjens led Germany's most powerful battleship, Bismarck, into the Atlantic. On the morning of May 24th, Bismarck encountered HMS Hood, the pride of the Royal Navy. Within minutes, a catastrophic explosion tore through Hood. The mighty battlecruiser vanished beneath the sea. More than 1,400 sailors lost their lives. Only 3 survived. The tragedy shocked Britain. Churchill's response became one of the most famous orders of the Second World War. Sink the Bismarck. From that moment, the Royal Navy launched one of the largest naval hunts in history. Battleships, cruisers, destroyers, aircraft, all were searching for a single target. After days of relentless pursuit across the stormy Atlantic, Bismarck was finally surrounded. Despite overwhelming enemy fire, Admiral Lütjens never abandoned his command. On May 27, 1941, Bismarck disappeared beneath the waves. Lütjens went down with his ship. Yet perhaps the greatest tragedy was not the loss of a battleship, nor the death of an admiral. History often remembers famous commanders, powerful warships, and decisive battles. Far less often does it remember the merchant sailors, the ordinary men who crossed the Atlantic carrying food, medicine, fuel, and hope. Many never fired a single shot, yet thousands never came home. For them, the Atlantic Ocean was not simply a battlefield. It became a cemetery. More than 80 years later, historians continue to debate Admiral Gunther Lütjens. Was he simply a professional naval officer trapped by duty, or a commander whose decisions changed thousands of lives? History still searches for the answer.